So we will go with the visualization, with different visualization style later, with column, bullet, and spiral and map. I'll upload different data set, and then we'll let you know that how to do all this thing. So one more thing which I wanted to explain here is Cognos Assistant, Watson Assistant. That's really a very good app or very good service which it provides, because you can ask questions, and then some questions can be answered by them without really thinking more about how this Watson Cognos is working, or how visualization can be done. So let me ask questions that what are the drivers for BP. Let me see what answers. Okay, so here are the fields that have great influence on BP sources CS2M, because we have attached CS2M CSV. Let me see that. Let me take one by one. Let me take first age. Okay, so now it is saying that age has the highest influence on BP. So as soon as I click on the age, it gives me a different graph for that. So what I can do, I can either change the graph. There are different graphs it has shown, and all these graphs are really very important for as far as BP and age is concerned. So here you can see that if I am taking average age, the highest BP is 180, and then when I am taking the average age is maybe 20, so the lowest BP is like this, or for 20 the BP is somewhere 135 or 100 and all. So this is how it is working. Not only this, but then you may have different type of other graphs. Here you can see that if average age is a color, so you can see that the highest BP is 180, for the highest age is 81. So that's how you can understand the graph and all. Let me go more. See, this is the relationship between the BP and average age. Okay, a scatter diagram was there, and this is something BP sum. So yeah, okay. So now this is the line diagram, line and point diagram both. So these are the graph. So if you wanted to plot this graph here, what you can do, you can drag and drop the graph here. I'm dragging and dropping graph here, and just wait for some time, and then you will see, yeah, that's the graph. So how easy it is. What you have done, you have just asked the questions, and then it has shown you some graph, and then you just can plot that graph here. How easy this visualization could be. Now one more thing. So if you scroll up, you can see that age was there. So all the graphs which you could see here was about age and BP. Let me think about a drug. Let me see what type of diagram it shows when I'm taking at one side, when I'm taking the categorical data, and the other side when I'm taking the continuous data. So here you see that, yeah, okay, BP is this, and then let me see other graphs. Can I get some good graphs? Okay, this is again the same type of graph, drug and BP. Okay, so you can see that when I'm doing BP sum, that those who have got reactions from the drug has got the higher BP. Okay, let me go more. Okay, so you can see again the sum. You can understand about the sum. Here it is also the line diagram for sum and drug reaction. So in this graph you can understand that. So people who have no drug reaction has lower the BP, whereas the people have higher drug reaction has the higher the BP. Okay, this is again the same graph with a different visualization. Okay, let me go more. That is something important. So now you understand. Let me drag and drop here. So it is a spiral diagram. You can understand that when the the drug reaction is 0, the BP is 1855, whereas you can see 100% when the drug reaction is 1, that's the BP is more. Means when you have drug reaction, when one have drug reaction, the BP will be more. Okay, let me go. So this is a spiral spiral graph, which also makes really very good data. This is a word cloud, may not be that important for okay, that's last graph. So it is a cross tab, you can understand now. So drug and BP, when someone has not taken the has not had the drug reaction, the BP is this, and when it has the drug reaction, the total sum of BP is this. Okay, now let me go again with different type of different question. Let me show you different question. So if you write what are the driver for BP, let me just show you what are the driver for BP. It shows different information. So from sources CSTM, here are some information about BP. Measure, aggregate sum, data type long, which you can change also. Like this aggregate you can change. Concept categorical, and again if you go down, you will see here there's some interesting fields related to BP sources. So these are the interesting fields. But then you can ask also that what influences column BP. That is also we can do. So instead of this, what influences let me ask what influences column, not BP. Now I wanted to know about cholesterol, TRL. Let me see what it answers. Yeah, here are the fields which are actually highest relationship with the. So yeah, there is some anxiety. Let me see about anxiety, and let me see that what type of visualization it shows about anxiety and cholesterol. Okay, great. It makes sense. So cholesterol sum. So if you does not have anxiety, the cholesterol has more. In the case of anxiety, cholesterol has less. Oh, that's really very interesting to know. Let me go more. Let me go just look at. Okay, there's the same diagram with again the same diagram with yeah. Okay, that's the same diagram. So because it is a categorical variable, all the diagrams you have seen, we can we can plot a spiral. So here we will get the spiral. Okay, okay. So in the case of in the case of anxiety, you can say. So in the case of anxiety, you see. So in the case of cholesterol, you can see that anxiety has no anxiety has people more, and has anxiety people are less. Oh, like the first graph which is shown. Okay, so this is the cross step. So now you can see that you can ask questions here, and then you can do major task with Watson Cognos analytics. You can share this information also. By share, you can do some changes, you can do some widget also, and you can save this information. You can save this dashboard also. So this saving, let me show you the how to save it. So you can save it in Watson Cloud, but then you can save it in you can save it in local also. So here I can save it in local also, but then I can save it in cloud also. I want to save it. Okay, then that's it. We can pin some diagram if you wanted to pin. I wanted to pin diagram here. Okay, I wanted to pin. Also, I have not added pin, so I can add pin somewhere. So here, if you click any diagram, this is the pin. I can pin this diagram, so that help. It will help. It will be helpful for me to search. And all the tasks, if you click on the diagram, you can go down and you can see that there are different options available for doing task. So it is processing the pin, so that is why it is taking time. Just wait for some time. Okay, done. Pinning is done. So you just go drill. You can drill it. You can either delete it, copy it, duplicate it, whatnot. You can get the automatic diagram also, and different tools are available. So you can, if you wanted to write some title, so you can change the title also. So age by BP, instead of age by BP, I want to write graph for BP and age. That is what I can do, and that's it. Yeah, I've changed the graph. And then but I just, if you wanted to drill it, if you wanted to know something about that, so yeah, that's drill. You have to define the definition about drill, so that defining the definition, and then all this thing we'll learn later. Okay, yeah, done. So when you say pinning is there, so you can just pin out, you can just click on the pin and then get the information about that. This is what Watson Cognos analytics, and this is a very less video. This video has got very less information, but then you can get you can do all the experiment and then do major task, and different visualization techniques you can apply. Thank you.